So this is it, the draw for the Champions League first knockout round. Not seeded for it after finishing in second place, but like I said, when the draw was made for the group stage, second would do me fine. We made it into the last 16 in our debut in the competition. I can't see us pulling a Norwich and going all the way. And when you look at the seeded teams we could face, you've got FC Cologne of Germany, Atletico Madrid, Juve, Liverpool, Man City, PSG, Real Madrid, and Spurs, because we can't have them as we had them in the group. And of course, Juve, we can't have them as they're Italian as well. I would say we'd be the underdogs in every single tie unless we get FC Cologne. So no disrespect, but that's the team I want. First draw, Bayern versus Juve. Second, Lyon versus Liverpool. Manchester United versus PSG. Milan versus Real Madrid. They're still in there, FC Cologne. Brescia. Oh, Atletico Madrid in the last 16. Now, of all the teams remaining, it would have been Man City, FC Cologne, or Atletico. I mean, I wouldn't have fancied my chances with either. So the draw gets made there. FC Cologne got Roma in the end, league leaders in this area. And we'll be taking on Atletico Madrid in the last 16. Certainly don't fancy our chances in that one. The first leg coming at the Rigamonti in February. The second leg of the Metropolitano. Atletico right now third in La Liga. Yeah, they've won it 2 of the past 3 years. In fact, 3 of the past 4 years. My goodness gracious me. They're one of the strongest teams in Spain and Europe, it seems, as well. Atletico in the last 16. Forza Brescia, but it's going to be tough. Hey guys, what is going on? And welcome back to another episode of Club and Country. It's episode number 39, and today we're returning with an absolutely massive episode. We've got 2 games today against Atalanta away from home, our rivals, then Roma, league leaders, and still undefeated at home. Before we get to that though, show what's going on account with Brescia, and also, as you'll see, we've been taken over. Let's get to that first. So we've been rumoured for quite a while. We've been discussing it all throughout the season, and finally it happened yesterday, I believe. Yes, indeed. As you can see, things may never be the same again at Mario Rigamonti after Swiss investor Paul Fall successfully completed a takeover of the Serie A club. He said he's promised he'll stop at nothing to ensure we become one of the greatest forces in domestic and continental football. So in that case, put your hand in your pocket and put a bit more money in the club. As you can see here, since that came in, 60 mil was pumped into the club's bank balance and a new transfer budget had been calculated. So now we've gone from having around 40 million to 103 million in the bank balance. In total, it's the richest we've ever been by quite some distance. The budget now is 39.5 mil for transfers, but I don't know whether we'll be spending much of that in January, because right now I don't feel like we need to be honest, because at the moment we're doing totally fine. We're doing totally fine. As you would have seen earlier, we're into the round of 16 of the Champions League. We've been drawn against Atletico Madrid, and of course in the Serie A right now, on the back of the one game in the run off camera, we beat Crotone by 2-0 to close out December, the calendar year before the winter break. And as you can see, Esposito bagged both goals in this game, first hitting a Murgia corner and then converting from a Barbieri cross, as Sebastiano continues to take a lot of money out of his clubs. It's a bloody good thing the takeover has come through, but also keep us in the top 4 right now. As you can see, he's top scorer in the league with 14 goals so far. We are currently sitting in 3rd place. We are 11 points behind the league leaders and still undefeated Roma with the joint best defensive record and the top scorers in the league. I still don't think anyone's going to catch them. We have to beat them today, I'd say, to have any chance whatsoever. And with 3 points clear of Napoli, Atalanta in 5th, 6th and 7th again. For now, we stay in the top 4. We've also got the game in hand, which of course can be absolutely crucial as well. That is tonight's clash, and hopefully we'll be able to pull away from the chasing pack. Because again, I don't really think we should worry about, being in a title threat this season. I talked about it all throughout the course of the campaign. I can't see us being in a title challenge this year and going for it for a second straight season. Last year was a miracle. So just top 4, that's what I'm targeting. Let's see if we can stay in. And again, for new signings as well, we might have 40 million in the budget right now, but really, honestly, I don't really want anyone. Bernardeschi is literally the only player right now that I've been scouting and thinking, not only would he add something to this team, an inside forward that's a left footer on the right side, which is the one thing really we don't have in this team when we play the Gegenpress. There's no one I really want. I like the team how it is right now. I like how young it is. And if this guy was to come in, he's on the transfer list at Juve right now for 18 mil. He's going to have to take a pay cut. I know we've got the money to pay these sort of wages for now, but 145 grand a week? I don't think so. And at 29 years old as well, again, I'd rather keep the team as it is. I'd rather keep the team as it is right now as opposed to splashing that cash straight away and instead looking to reinvest in other areas, which again we have actually done. Straight away, once the takeover was completed, I asked the board to improve the training facilities and the data analysis facilities, and yeah, they granted a request. So I think improving the club is more important than bringing in new signings, at least in my opinion. Anyway, first game today is indeed Atalanta away from home, our rivals in the Lombardy derby. They can cut the gap on us to head-to-head record if they win, but a win here could send us 6 points clear of the chasing pack. Heading into the game, as you can see on the injury report right now, 2 players are down. That is Murgia, who's out for 3 to 6 weeks. Huge blow there, because again, I said before, Murgia has been one of our most inspired signings of the save. Last year was ever present, averaging a 7.0 in our title-winning season, and Storaro is also down with a slight knock as well. So missing 2 of our energetic midfielders, and this will be our team in a gegenpress system. Ordero in goal, back 4 of Emerson, Sistana, Armini, and De Pauli, with De Sisto, Bisoli, and Viviani through the middle. Salcedo on the left, Picardi on the right, and there's Bozito, top scorer this year up top, and on the bench, Mola, Perola, Bonifazi, Verpetti, Muru, Barbieri, Iglio, Gietti, Zaccagni, Franchi, Dalmonte, and Patagno as well. First 2, it's our rivals, Atalanta. Let's go further clear in the race for Champions League football. Forza pressure. Because of how youthful our team is, I don't really feel like new signings is the priority. I think really we should be focusing on, again, the training facilities, the youth facilities, making them all state-of-the-art, maxing out the club facilities here, and continue to develop what are fantastic young talents. I mean, you got to remember, Armini is still only 22 years old. Incredibly young for a centre-back many years ago. Esposito's 21, Salcedo's 21, I think, as well. As Boguip's in the first corner of the game, and Picardi loses out to Thiago Almada. We still got such a young team. Oh my god, how do you stop this guy? Jeremy Boga fires Atalanta in front, but the flag's up for offside. Every time we face him, he always scores. Ludicrous, man. I don't think I've ever had a player, an opposition player I should say, in Football Manager, be so consistent in his performances against me. And whilst he doesn't score the first goal of the game, Atalanta do take the lead. Miranda whips it in, Alvarez makes it 1-0, and in the post-takeover era, the first game we've fallen behind. What was that about saying we don't need new signings? Well, maybe 1 or 2 perhaps. Maybe Bernardeschi wouldn't be a bad option, to be fair. It's just his wages are the biggest concern for me. The transfer fee will be fine, but his pricey contract is the real concern. I'd love to bring Sandro Tonali back, I would, but I don't think it's ever going to happen now due to the wages he's been put on at Inter Milan. Anyways, Galini claims that free kick. Still 1-0. Haven't got going in this game whatsoever. And again, a loss in this game. We'll see Atalanta take over us on the head-to-head record, and we'll be dropping outside of the top 4. Only buying 2 teams on head-to-head, but either way, not good to start off January like that. As Ordero makes the save, and Andre Silva turns in the rebound. Atalanta 2 goals up and cruising. When I was thinking this season, 4th to 6th is probably where we'll be finishing up. Possibly sneaking into the Champions League for a 2nd straight year, but most likely heading into the Europa League for next season after last year's miraculous campaign in the Serie A. And that does look pretty likely. But again, we're still not even a halfway point yet. I know we just had the winter break. We're still not halfway through the season officially. And as Sebastiano Esposito is through, his shot is blocked and Claude Ajapong will clear it away. It all depends on Esposito, I think. If he can continue the goal scoring form he's had in the first half of the season, get top scorer right now, averaging just under 1 goal every 1 game as Salcedo heads that cross just over the bar. I think we'll be okay. I think Esposito can single-handedly fire us back into the Champions League, but if he does go into a bit of a scoring slump, as Ordero makes a great save on Cataldi there, then someone else will need to pick up the slack. Do you remember last season, when Esposito wasn't scoring, it was Salcedo or it was Del Monte, it was someone else. But this season, it literally is Esposito. And yes, there's a supporting cast there as well, but he's head and shoulders above everyone right now. I wouldn't say we're a one-man team, not by any stretch of the imagination, but Salcedo's goal-to-game ratio has taken a massive decline. And that does put a lot of pressure on our number 9 to always be on it. And when he's not on it, like games like this, that's when we're really struggling. Evidently, as Jeremy Boga fires it just wide. 2-0 down, game's over now. Waiting for Atalanta to get their 3rd goal because it's coming. And had Ordero not made a great save there, it would have been through Claude. Still 2-0 down, but it's coming. That 3rd goal is coming. We have just not turned up today. As Kamara gets after that loose ball. Sistana wins it back though. We can get a goal now. 24 minutes. We do make the game a little bit more interesting, but Sistana just slips on the turf. Kamara is through, and Ordero makes a great save, but the rebound is turned in, not for the first time tonight. 3-0 Atalanta. What a terrible way to start the calendar year. Come on, consolation goal. Something positive. Something positive. There we go. Claudio Franchi off the bench. He shaved his head. Makes it 3-1. And we at least get something to take back home with us. And I must say as well, Claudio Franchi this season, the new signing in from Milan, 7th goal of the campaign. I like the fact that wherever I play him, he always plays well. He doesn't need to play in one specific position or role to put in a good performance. He's now staying left-hand side, inside forward. And that's his 7th of the year. Something positive there. Yeah, I like him, I must say. I like him a lot. I feel like those are the sort of players that, again, proved we don't need new signings here. Because we've got enough quality now to be a Champions League team, at least in my opinion. Whilst we will be falling out of the Champions League places, I still believe we are a top 4 calibre team overall. But anyway, minute to go in the game, still down by 2 goals. Can't just putting off an incredible late 5-up. But at least we've got something positive. And again, I often say in the first few seasons of this series, this is okay for me. I'm not going to be too beaten up about it, because I know we're still technically the underdogs. Whilst it's not quite as big of a gap as it used to be in quality, we are still technically underdogs, especially away from home as well. I'm fine with this. Something positive, something optimistic. That's what we want here as Franchi rolls it through to Patagna. And a chance for a second goal here. De Sisto to Viviani. Finds Esposito. Lovely football. And Patagna drills one in from range. 3-2, 30 seconds. 4 minutes of added time. I highly doubt there is enough time remaining to get another chance. And there's not. 3-2. But again, to be fair, couple of goals towards the end of the game there. The boys come on the bench, getting us back in this, making it respectable. You know, to me, it really is all about those positives, man. You got to keep things in perspective. Yes, I know the gap in quality is nowhere near as big as it used to be. We're still technically underdogs in these sort of games. So to score those 2 late goals there, make it respectable, that's okay. But interestingly enough, that late goal there means that we are currently in 4th place and not 5th. So, like in the Champions League group when I was confused for a little while, I see why that's the case now, because it's head-to-head record between the 3 of us, Atalanta, Inter, and of course Brescia ourselves as well. So that means we're in 4th place, courtesy of the late goal there, and we're still in the top 4 just for now. But Roma next, at home, league leaders, undefeated. I'm pretty sure come the end of the year we'll be outside the Champions League spots. As for Claudio Franchi this season, by the way, as you can see, 6 goals in 12 league appearances for our new teenage wonder kid. I have to say, £11 million is looking like an absolute steal already. And again, 4 of those 12 games have come from the bench as well. He is an incredibly impressive young player. And again, whether we play him up top or on either side of the wing, he seems totally fine wherever he plays, and he could improve significantly in the future as well. And this is why, again, I really do believe that new signings is not what we need. I don't think that's the case, because we've still got, on average, such a young team. The oldest players in this team are 29. No, 30. Storari's just turned 30. But we've got 3 29-year-olds, a 30-year-old. But there's no one older than that. And 30 is still very young. At least that's what I keep telling myself. But, it's still a really young team. We still got so many players in their early 20s. Over half the team are 23 or younger. So I don't think it's new signings we need. The core is kept here for now. We don't need to make major changes to the team. I don't think so anyway. And to me, it's all about just improving the training facilities, making them state-of-the-art, the youth facilities, the data analysis facilities, just making sure the players have the best possible facilities and backroom staff members to develop their game and become the world beaters that their potential suggests they can be. So yeah, guys, it's not about new signings for me. It's about improving this club behind the scenes and the general running of the club as well. But I wouldn't say no to a return of Sandro Tonali, of course. But whilst the scout suggests we should sign at whatever the price, we can't afford what the price is, 104 to 142 million. Yeah, let's just say with his wages as well, Sandro Tonali won't be coming back anytime soon unless Inter Milan feel the need to have a clear out and a fire sale. I can't see that happening anytime soon, unfortunately. I'd love to have him back, to be fair. I'd love to have him back, but it's highly unlikely. Oh, hello. Hello. Alex Gavoni. This is a young midfielder I've been scouting. Did not realise he'd be available for that cheap. He is a wonder kid with absolutely fantastic stats. And as a deep line playmaker in this team, I think he'd do brilliantly well as a step up from Viviani. Well, so we don't need new signings. I wouldn't say no to this guy. I don't think we can get him in on time to make him homegrown and trained at the club, but he looks very impressive indeed. Interesting stuff. Okay, second and final game is the league leaders undefeated Roma at the Rigamonti. Really can't see our chances of winning this game being anything higher than slim to none, because Roma were just on an absolute crusade right now. Of course, last season, They were one of our main threats to the title. Towards the end of the season, they were our main threat to the title. But this year, talk about redemption from Roma. 14 wins in 16. I can't see us stopping them as they're still undefeated. Couple change to our lineup with Stella Gegan Presto or Darius in goal. Back for is now Emerson, Parola, Armin De Pauli with Sisto, Storaro and Viviani through the middle. Salcedo on the left. Claudio Franchi starts on the right-hand side. Big fan of this kid. And Esposito is, of course, up top. I'm on the bench. Marlis is standard. Bonifazi, Papetti, Muri, Barbieri, Basoli, Gietzi, Saccagni, Picardi, Dalmonte and Patagna. The second and final game, it's the league leaders, the best team in Italy, Roma at home, Forza Brescia. And already a bad start for us. Claudio Franchi suffering a twisted knee, but Roma coming to make a statement today. No doubt about that. You know, last season we just pipped them to the title right towards the end of the campaign, but now they're saying, no way, man. This is going to be our crown. We're going to snatch it from you even before the halfway point. And first time it does fall to the visitors as well, with Goosens down left finding Ruta into Della Vega, gets it back. Ordero makes the save and turns it behind for a corner. Come on. Point will do. Point will do me fine. I won't mind that one bit as Armini is going to play it infield to Viviani and we'll pass out from the back. And then Viviani says, fuck that, I'm going to launch it instead. Sebastiano one-on-one. Big block by Mancini. And Roma get it away. I said it, man. I said if we are to stay in the top four, it all depends on Sebastiano. He's the main man. He's the guy. He needs to do it for us. Assist on a booking right now. I'm going to swap he and Storaro's roles around for the time being. Not against bringing on Basoli, though. And with the boys at the break as well, I'm going to passionately say to the boys, trying to instill some passion in them. It's time for everyone to dig in and give everything you've got left tonight. We deserve to win this match, so let's go and do it. If there is to be any chance whatsoever of us catching Roma and being in a title race, we need to win this game. 45 minutes to go, fail to find a winner. I think top four is best we can do. If Roma get themselves in front, it is definitely game over. And if we can't stop them, I don't think anyone can stop them. I really don't believe that. But as Viviani wins it back, golden chance here. Can he roll through Sebastiano? He can. One-on-one. Beats his man. Oh, it's him or no one. If Sebastiano can't do it, it's no one. Come on, bro. You get 20 grand per goal, man. You got to finish those chances. Straight at Pau Lopez. Denies him on the one-on-one. And that's the third time in today's episode he's had a golden chance and had it blocked or easily saved. That's not the sort of thing you want to see from the top scorer in the league and in your team as well. 66 minutes in, still goals. I think someone's going to win it. And if it was going to be us, it had to come from that moment there. Zaniolo on the ball for the visitors into Ruta as they build from just inside our half and look for the goal that could kill the confidence and kill our challenge. Goosens crosses, Zaniolo heads on over the bar, still 0-0. Double change to Sisto for Bisoli. And they're going to bring on Claudio Picardi for Franchi, who's still struggling with the twisted knee. Is there going to be a late winner in this one? It'll be massive, however. If we win it, the momentum could totally swing in our way, as we'll be the first team to beat Roma this year. But if they win it, I think we're out of any chance of winning the title. 7 minutes to go, still 0-0. Well, I don't think we'll get one. It's going to finish 0-0. But again, positives. Positives, not a bad result. Only the third time this season Roma have failed to get a win. And you know what? I'll take it. I'll take that one. Well done, lads. Just proved a lot of people wrong in avoiding defeat out there. Because, again, whilst the gap is not as big as it used to be in terms of quality, we are still technically underdogs in all sorts of these games here. So, goalless draw, not bad, not bad. I'll take it. And again, as we approach the halfway point in the season, we're still in the top four and one of the closest title threats to Roma regardless. I'll take it. I'm just going to process through Sunday's fixtures as well, as Marazzi, who was one of our brightest young prospects when the save began, is now going to join Venezia on a free transfer in the end of the season. They've had quite a lot of our players, to be fair. They had Marco Moller on loan last season. We sold them Semprini, one of our right-backs, who's still there, funnily enough. Gietzi went out on loan there. We've got a nice little link between us and Venice. I kind of like it, or Venezia, I should say. But it's going to process through Sunday's fixtures real briefly. As you can see, there are some big games here. Atalanta home to Crotone, Inter at home to Parma, Juve away at Udinese, and Lazio and Napoli, a big one at 8:30 as well. So I'll process through these games real quickly. Atalanta just overtake us now with their win against Crotone. We'll see if Parma can do us a favour there against Inter or not in the 3 PM kickoffs. Well, Juve beat Udinese, Inter beat Parma as well, so no teams doing us favours on Sunday, unfortunately. And as for the late kickoffs, we'll process through these ones as well and then end the episode there. Milan trying to get back into European contention after a diabolical start beat Fiorentina 3-0 away. And as for Lazio and Napoli, Lazio get the win by 4-1, so not a single result went our way there on Sunday. Typical. But so that was this episode of Club and Country, guys. So big thank you for tuning in. If you have enjoyed it, if you did, then please do drop a like. Much love to you all. Have a fantastic day, and I'll see you for the next episode of Club and Country very soon, featuring games against, let's not bother with a Supercar. Cup. I can't be asked with that. Let's come back with, we could do a Milan-Juve double-header there between January and February, but I kind of want to get some pace gathered as we approach the Champions League knockout rounds. Yeah, let's do Milan and Juve, then we'll come back with Atletico in the episode afterwards. Have a great day, guys, much love, and I'll see you for the next episode of Club and Country very soon.